Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough for your career infographic outline. So for this assignment, we need to begin thinking about selecting one of our STEM pathways that you wish to apply to through Gateway, which is our application process. Not only is this important to select a pathway, but it's equally important to identify, describe, and research specific careers within that pathway choice. So for this assignment, what we're going to do is click my document up in where mine says in progress. Yours is going to say my document. And that's where we're going to get our research outline. Now, once you've opened up your document, you will want to save it to your Google Drive. You will select one career to choose as your final career to create a infographic about. So it must be related to your pathway of interest for credit. So if you are, let's say, going into the health pathway, you want to pick a career within that health pathway, whether that is a registered nurse or a sports medicine or physical therapist or something along those lines. Once you've picked a career, what you're going to do is go to this link here in step 3 that's in blue. What this link is going to take you to is the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And essentially, this is all of the different career groupings that you can pretty much go into in life. Now, some of these, if you're not certain really what field you want to go into, for example, if you know you want to go into healthcare, but you're not sure, you just go right down to whatever that grouping is, for example, healthcare. And what it'll take you to is a list of all these different occupations that you could go into within that health care field. So, for example, we got dentists, we have massage therapists, we have medical records and health information specialists. So there's all sorts of different kind of jobs that we can kind of explore. So if you're not certain, feel free to kind of click around and see what you find. You also have a brief summary over here of what that job is, what those basic sort of entry level education requirements are, and then what that median pay, so roughly what the average pay of that job is. So once you find one, so let's say I wanted you an athletic trainer, I'll go ahead and click athletic trainer, and all the pages are going to take you to something that looks like this. Notice how we have these really brief sort of like headliners here of these different tabs up here. For example, you have what do they do? That's going to tell you what they do in that job and also what kind of skills you might need, what the work environment's like, how to become one, if you need a license, the important qualities or skills that you need, and then what opportunities for advancement there are. Then you have pay, what the job outlook's looking like. So how in demand is this job going to be in the future? And then state and area data and things like that. We're not really going to get into too much of these, but we want to know kind of these main tabs up here is where we're going to spend most of our time. Now, once you find an occupation that you want to research, you'll go back to Schoology and you'll click My Document. And I'll just go back down here. So everyone's document is going to look like this. Now, this is an outline. So there's all the main information that we're looking for. So the career name. So in this case, you would go ahead and type in athletic trainer. From there, what you're going to do is keep moving on down the line. So I want you to tell me a brief description of this career. I want you to tell me what skills or tasks that you perform in this career. And then if you find any other additional information that you think is relevant to what that job career looks like, go ahead and put that in here. You don't need to necessarily add this one, but the more information that you provide on this document here, the easier your poster project is going to be. So what we're going to do is take all the information that you research here, and we're essentially just going to copy and paste what you've put on here onto your presentation. But if you don't have a lot of all this information that you're going to need, then you are going to have a much more difficult time later on. This shouldn't take you too long because a lot of this information is already laid out for you here. But we want to start really thinking about kind of what the requirements of the job are, what kind of skills you need. This is also going to help you if you're like, man, I really want to be a vet, but maybe they don't make that much money, or maybe they have to go to school for a long time. It just gets us thinking a little more about that career than maybe we thought of before. Once you finish this, then you can move on to start working on your final poster.